One thing Atlanta did win, guys, that Julio Jones trade. Dude was cut by the Titans after just one injury-plagued season in Tennessee. It'll save the team almost $10 million in cap space. Question is, how much does he have left in the tank? So which teams could be a good fit for him, Nick?
Yeah, I would think at this stage in his career, the only thing that he really has left to do is go and chase a ring. And I would understand that at this point in your career. I know some guys don't want to do that after a while. You want to win with the guys you play with forever, but still, that's not an option for Julio Jones. So I would think with the loss of Odell Beckham Jr., that if the Rams, why not go and take a flyer on this guy if they can work out the numbers in the correct way for him that fit? I think that makes a lot of sense. I know I saw the Raiders pop up a little bit on this, and that would be kind of like a random Raiders move, I feel like, too, where I don't think anybody takes them seriously, but they take themselves more seriously than they really are. They do need the help. I mean, it's just Renfro and Waller out there right now. And I know, being in New England, people want to throw out the Patriots out there. Yeah, sure, it could work. I don't know how much it's really going to help them, but they haven't done a whole heck of a lot this offseason. So it wouldn't surprise me if they went and decided at random they're going to go with Julio Jones. But I think the best fit for him right now is out in LA with the Rams.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, the Raiders are got to do what they can to keep up with the Chiefs, the Chargers, and the Broncos in that division arms race. Garion, what are your thoughts on Green Bay? I know Jarvis Landry kind of been rumored there because Green Bay the past few years really lacking that number two.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of funny that Nick brought up Odell Beckham Jr. because I think he's a really good sort of template for what we're probably looking at in the quote unquote Julio Jones sweepstakes. I'm not sure he deserves to have a sweepstakes anymore, but it is what it is. It's kind of just that list, the list we've had for maybe the last 18 months of when a quote-unquote star receiver becomes available, what are the teams that are maybe looking to invest in that position? And it tends to just be the Patriots, the Ravens, the Packers, the Rams. I do think you could throw the Raiders into that category because, they are a team that, as Nick was saying, lacks wide receiver depth. There's an arms race going on right now in the AFC West, but I could definitely see the Ravens hopping in there and taking a stab at someone like Julio Jones. I think you could probably predict a scenario where, Davante Adams wants a second guy there. I know he was trying to recruit Odell last season. But even the Saints, we just talked about the Saints. If this is a situation where they get Deshaun Watson, maybe they try to acquire Julio Jones and really bolster their receiving core for their new quarterback. So I think that group of 6-7 teams is probably the front runners for Julio's services. And, look, he's played 19 games the last 2 seasons. It's kind of strange because his number one asset as a fantasy asset was that he was always playing in those peak seasons. And now it doesn't seem like he's going to have that health. But if he can be the number 2 or 2.5 wide receiver on a really good team, I think that's probably his best scenario right now.